I got another word. You are being remembered, whom the King delights to honor. And by the King, I mean Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. So I was sitting with the Lord, and He started. Well, He showed it. He brought to my attention Esther, the book of Esther, like yesterday or the day before or something. He's just been putting Haman on my spirit, and I'm like, Haman, yeah, he was kind of a jerk. But so all right, I think it'd be easier to give this word if I read the scriptures with it first. So, all right. Esther chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. On that night could not the king sleep, and he commanded to bring the Sefer of records of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king. And it was found written that Mordecai had told Bigthan and Teresh, two of the king's chamberlains, the guarders of the door, who sought to lay hand on the king. It's hard for me to say this. Akazvarosh. Mind you, this Bible has like the Hebrew name and like New King James Version, but I didn't look up his name, so bear with me. And the king said, "What honor and dignity has been done to Mordecai for this?" Then said the king's servant that ministered to him, "There is nothing done for him." So Mordecai, he was a real bro. He was there, he was there for the king. He helped him. He saved him. So the Lord made his spirit restless, and he couldn't sleep. So of course he had, his people read him the Chronicles, and they were like, "Wait a minute, just like you did something, that was honorable, and you didn't get credit for it yet." But the King Jesus remembers. Going on, chapter 6, verse 5 through 9. And the king's servant said to him, "Behold, Haman stands in the court." And the king said, "Let him come in." So Haman came in, and the king said to him, "What shall be done to the man whom the king delights to honor?" Now Haman thought in his heart, "To whom would the king delight to do honor more than to him myself?" And Haman answered the king, "For the man whom the king delights to honor, let the royal apparel he brought, which the king uses to wear, and the horse that the king rides upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head, and let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of the one of the king's most honorable princes, that they may array the man withal whom the king delights to honor, and bring him on horseback through the streets of the city, and proclaim before him, Thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delights to honor." Haman had it all set up in his head. He was plotting against the Jews. He was going to exterminate them. And then at the same time, he was going to exalt himself by manipulating the king. Well, the king was talking about Mordecai, or Jesus is talking about you, and everything that they were going to do for themselves is being done for you. The Lord is making like a parade, like everybody's coming out to see what the Lord is doing for you. You're being exalted right now, and there is nothing that your Haman can do about it. And it was their idea on how to elevate you. It's irony is one of the Lord's best sense of humors. Confound the wise. All right. Chapter 7, 9, and 10. Oh, here we go again with the hard names. And Charvona, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, "Behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good of the king, stands in the house of Haman." Then the king said, "Hang him thereon." So they hanged Haman on the gallows, and he had prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified. So I skipped some parts, but basically what happened was he was all set to destroy Mordecai and the Jews. He had the gallows made and prepared and for his enemy, and he got found out. He got called out. He got held accountable for what he did. And the king wasn't happy with him. And so what happened? He hung on the very gallows that he set up for Mordecai. Your enemies, your Haman, is going to hang on the very gallows that they set up for you. There's victory. Big victory in your future. If not, it's happening right now, but it's going to get better. The Lord also has his own plans for you. And he wants to celebrate you. And he wants to exalt you and honor you because he remembers you and all your sacrifices, all the hardships, all the slandering, character assassination, like witchcraft that was done against you. You have fought tooth and nail to get where you are, to have the peace that you have right now. You have fought the good fight. Congratulations, and be blessed.